Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Pink Print Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Kat Filpi.
And I'm Gio Ingletto.
And today we're going to be talking about something very fun. We are going to be talking about, can you stay friends with your ex? Can your friends be friends with your ex? How to know if he's the one? And, you know, that really cute subject of past relationship baggage and trauma.
This is our version of a Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah, it's so true. Gio's in her pink. Oh my God, I was definitely supposed to wear pink, wasn't I?
You were supposed to wear wink.
I'm
wearing pink for Valentine's Day. So, you know.
Well, I'm showing my inner Aquarius. I don't give a fuck. I'm kidding. Okay.
Black Valentine's Day. Moody Valentine's Day. That's like sort of the vibe of her birthday party.
Yeah, that's my vibe. All right, let's get into it. Can you be friends with your ex? I'm like yelling.
My answer to this, I feel like I would love to be friends with my ex, with my exes. I don't think a lot of them want to be friends with me. Here's the thing. I think I've chosen great. I don't want to say great. I think I have.
I'm rolling my eyes.
I think I have overall chosen some good partners. I've never dated anyone too bad. So
just the guy that cheated on you.
Yeah, besides him, which I still, you know, am friendly with him. But besides that, I feel like I have some pretty great candidates. So it's like, you guys are good people.
Yeah. Okay, but let me ask you this, because if you wanted to stay,
I can't really. I don't know.
If you wanted to stay in my head, if someone's like, if you want to be friends with your ex, then like just date that person still.
Why though? Because it's such a different time in your life. Like, why not just be friendly?
Okay, but
it's sort of like when you get a divorce and it's like...
Never had one, but yeah.
I'm like, I've been through a few. And it's like, okay, like I see my parents, for example, like, yeah. I don't want to say they're friends.
They're not friends.
But they are so friendly when they see each other.
I think there's a difference between friendly and friends.
This is true.
Like, I think I don't know why I'm doing air quotes. I'm friendly and cordial when I see my exes, but I'm not... Because you're friends.
I guess like we need to define what a friend is.
Yeah, I guess like, so. No, because I know people, like I know people where the girl is like still friends with her ex-boyfriend because they're in like the same group of friends, I guess.
So it's like you end up seeing each other a lot and then you end up talking.
Yeah, but then
maybe they're still not texting.
How does that make I would fucking hope they're not texting. But then how does that make your current boyfriend feel, you know? Or vice versa. If I were a girl and my boyfriend was still like best friends with his ex-girlfriend, I'd be like, I'm not dating you. Yeah,
fuck that.
What if Ricky was friends with his ex-girlfriend?
Good thing he doesn't have one. So I don't know.
His ex-fling, like whatever.
I don't know, honestly. Like, I want to say no. I wouldn't be happy with that.
Yeah.
However, if I know her and maybe like I'm friends with, you know what I mean? Like sort of a situation where like I know her too and like I like her, then I don't know. Then it's like sort of weird.
Yeah.
It's like a weird little love triangle.
I know. I think it's totally fine to be cordial and friendly. I think it also depends on what stage of life you're in, because I think it's really hard in college to like not see that person. You're going to see them, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how big your school is. For example, mine was minuscule.
Yeah, yours was really big. I mean, sorry, yours is really small.
Yeah.
I'm thinking New York is really big.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I have a million exes.
And it wasn't a campus. Like NYU doesn't have a campus.
Like then in comparison, it's pretty easy to run away from your ex there.
Yeah. But like you walk into the dining hall at my school, and you see literally everyone at once. Somehow, it doesn't matter what time you go in there.
I think the last time I had something like that was like in high school. It's like, you know, where you're like a guy or you're dating someone and then you see them all the time. So then I think you do end up maybe being friends with like, maybe not like a legitimate boyfriend, but maybe like a fling that you had.
Yeah, that's
where like
different.
You were talking or something.
I think that's totally
for a few
different.
Months. You can be friends after.
Yeah, I agree with
that. For sure you can be friends with that. Even if you were super like, I don't want to say in love with the person because you didn't date them, but even if you really did like them, I think that you can still like be friends.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. That's different than like an actual relationship.
Yeah, an actual relationship is much harder because you just have so much more.
Yeah.
baggage. No, but
Yeah.
you have so much more like time together and so many more experiences, and it's like it just sucks, you know, because you get so used to talking to someone. It's so like hard.
Yeah, no, it is. And again, I think it all goes back down to like what age were you when you dated this person? What was the circumstance of your
My
life?
point.
Like, is it post grad where you're living in a city? Like, you're probably not going to need to stay friends with them, and it's probably going to be easier for you to not. I mean, I think even in college, like, I did not stay friends with my ex. I mean, he wasn't the best.
Was it easy for you to like cut him off?
No, because all my friends were still friends with him.
So it wasn't
And-
easy. That sucks.
No, it wasn't easy.
Okay, so can your friends be friends with your ex?
Well, it was a big strain on a lot of my friendships.
Really?
It was hard because I
What, do they
didn't.
love him so much that they want to keep being friends with him?
Yeah, literally. So it was hard because, like I said before, my school was very small. And again, when I dated my ex from college, all of my friends were also dating people like on his team. So it was kind of hard because we developed like a whole friend group, and all of the boys were best friends. All of us girls were best friends. And then we would all hang out together as like either boyfriend, girlfriend, or this person's hooking up with this person, whatever it was. So we would all hang out together all the time.
Would you talk to him?
What do you mean?
Like when you would hang out all together all the time? Like would you
Like
start
after we
talking-
broke up? I didn't even look at him after we broke up. It was also,
Tell me you're an Aquarius without telling me you're an Aquarius, bro.
that's amazing.
Oh my God. So you would be in the same social settings with him and you wouldn't speak to him? You wouldn't say hi?
I wouldn't
You
go
would say
to
hi?
the social settings.
Oh, you wouldn't go?
No.
Yeah, it's so much
like
better.
I wouldn't want to be around.
Oh, you would avoid it?
Yeah. I
Okay,
would
yeah.
go hang out.
I think
with-
I would do the same.
It's not a void.
Actually,
I was
would
just
Maybe
like,
I'd go and be like,
it's not a void. I was just like, okay, like I want to like have fun. Like I knew if I were to put myself in that situation, it wouldn't have been fun for me. Like what I'm going to walk in, we're both going to be like drunk, get into a fight, or like
or like
just,
get
God
into like
knows.
a sob
thing. Yeah. Like
you know
that's
what
just embarrassing.
Nah.
Like, and nope, he was not worth it. So I would just do my thing. But then like sometimes my friends would be like, well, we want to go to this party. And I'd be like, okay, go. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? And
Oh my God.
like I would be like, okay, go, and it would make me really upset. And
But just because they went to the party doesn't mean they're like hanging out with him, like hugging him and taking shots of him.
sure, they were doing that, but yeah. I just think like we were all really immature and young back then, so
I also want
like
to
it doesn't keep me up at night now that they went to this party. You know,
I'd hope not.
back then, yeah, I was like, this is the end of the world. Like this hurts me so bad.
Yeah.
But
I think also, but like to give him the benefit of the doubt, it was a small school.
No,
and, like,
I know,
so
that's
many.
why.
There's only so many social gatherings and things
Yeah.
that you can go to, and like if that's your group, like I
yeah,
don't know, sort of sucks. Like what else are you gonna do?
no, I agree, and that's why I wouldn't be like, no, I forbid you from going to this party, because like I get it. Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? I mean, somehow I found another event to go to, but yeah. But I don't know. So
Are you friends with your friends' ex?
I'm trying to think of who. Why are you nodding?
Like I can think of a few.
Who?
I don't have to say them,
My friends is.
but maybe because you were friends with them before.
But who are you?
Do you want me to cut this out?
Who are you
Don't
talking?
say-
I'm not friends with him though.
Oh, you're not friends. That's not.
Like
I think we need to define what friend means.
Because
what is a friend to you?
Well, I mean, I don't make plans or hang out with him. If I see him, it's because he's hanging out with like.
right,
you
but
know.
you're seeing each other like in a. I mean, that's not a friend. Like, what guy do you actually go out of your way then to make plans with?
Nobody.
Besides, okay, so then you have no guy friends.
Well, I do, but they're not
I do-
exes.
I know, but do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't have to be texting the person and actively making plans with them. And if I just see them out at like a gathering, like that's a friend, and I'm seeing you out, and I'm talking
Fair.
to you.
Yeah, I know. I think it's
And
really
I'm enjoying
hard.
time with, you know what I mean? Like, not just with him.
Yeah.
With my friend's ex, but like if you're there and you're having a barbecue and the guy's there and obviously you're going to talk to him and like you did like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you need to be texting the person all the
No.
time to be like,
No,
also I don't do that with any guy, honestly, unless it's like one of my very few close guy friends.
Yeah. No, but I agree. I just think it's a really hard situation always. Like, especially let's say like an ex of one of your friends, like And it's the same thing that I just said about me. Like, it's a guy that you bring into all your friends' life. You expect all your friends to be best friends with him and hang out with him all the time. And then all of a sudden, like, he's not in anybody's life anymore. Like, I get it. If you see him out, you should be cordial and nice. Like, that's somebody that was in your life for a period of time for whatever reason, like as a friend. So I don't think that anybody has to ice anyone out because some sort of relationship or whoever's relationship ended. I'm referring to, like, if your friend has an ex and you see them out. Yeah. You can be like, I think it's fine to be cordial and nice. I think your friend would want you to be cordial and nice. If not, it's just like bad energy. Like, why?
I mean, unless he was a complete asshole. Oh, yeah. And he was like so like mean to her and it ended like on really, really bad terms. And like probably like, I don't know, maybe say hi and then like not engage in any conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I don't think I have any of my friends' exes who like were terrible, you know, like that. Yeah. So if I still see them out because they're friends with my boyfriend or something like that, then
and I think it all depends on time. Like, okay, if it's been 5 years and you see this person like out of nowhere, you're gonna be like, oh my god, like, hi, you know?
Yeah, of course.
It's not a big deal, but yeah, I think the answer is though you can't be friends with your own ex.
I don't think you can be friends with your own ex either, unfortunately.
It's just like,
even the thing is, like, even when it does end on good terms, like, I'm thinking like, if God forbid me and Ricky were to, you know what I mean, like, I would want to be friends with him. But I don't think it would work, even if you end on good terms,
because that's just hurtful. And also then if you just continue to talk after you break up, like, you're not gonna really stay broken up. And
so that's why, like, in a nutshell, even if it ended good, if it ended bad, it honestly makes it even easier to not want to talk to them. But when it ended good, like, you want to still be friends with it. I don't know. I think the answer is no. I think you can't be friends with an ex.
Yeah,
you guys let us know if you are friends with your ex.
Yeah, and how
do you manage?
Yeah, I think you can be friendly and cordial. That's my answer. I think you should be. Like, you're a human. That person's a human. You once had a connection. You now don't. And
that's like wild.
I know, that's life, but it doesn't mean you have to be like an asshole. I mean,
no, but you're not going to be texting this person and making plans.
Okay, no, all the time, like, I don't know why you keep thinking up texting.
Because I don't know.
Yeah. So do you think that your friends can be friends with your ex?
I think that my friends can be.
Yeah.
Maybe some of them are. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, like you said earlier, it depends like what time of your life it was. And like once you're over it, like, you don't really care.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Also, I'm kind of just like, but I'm kind of just like, why?
Yeah. I don't think any of my really close friends are friends with any of my exes.
No, they're not. Neither am I.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you really, honestly, if you have a girlfriend who's like really going out of her way to be really close to your ex, it's a little sketch. It's giving like, are you in love with him?
Yeah.
If she wants to be super close to him.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
After you guys broke up, like.
I know.
And trying super hard and acting like they're best friends.
I know.
Questionable.
It's just like,
I don't think that's happened to me, but it's a little questionable.
Yeah. Cool.
Right?
So what baggage do you bring to your current relationship from your past?
Honestly, what baggage? I mean, I was cheated on once. That wasn't fun.
I was too.
I didn't really care for him. So
the thing is, like I was cheated on, but I dated
him for like 2 months. I don't even know why I consider this a relationship.
Not him getting married.
He got married. Not us talking about him. Oh my god. But yeah, no, whatever. But I think it was like such a premature relationship. It was so whatever. I was not in love with him. Like, it was the start of something and then it fucking ended. So I was obviously hurt because I'm like this little 18-year-old, like, what the fuck? Like, that's so mean. And like, you don't expect it, really.
I know.
And I got over it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think it's like the more you're in love with the person, the harder it is to get over it. But like if you like are barely dating this guy and then he cheats on you, you're like, I mean, it stung, but like.
Yeah, I know. I just think like first of all, also I was cheated on, but I wanted to bring that back to because in my current relationship, it never made me feel like unsafe or insecure. Yeah. So I really feel like it depends on who your partner is, you know? Like my partner I don't think you need to bring past trauma and baggage into
Absolutely
a current relationship if your current partner like makes you feel safe.
I think that's the mature thing to do, though. I think you're so mature. No, but it's true, because I was gonna say the same exact thing and ask you too. But I mean, yes, if you look at it, someone did cheat on me and was broke my trust, right? So it's like you could bring trust issues into any other next relation. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, she's taking her blazer off.
Should take it off. I didn't bring any trust issues to this relationship or any other relationship I had after that. Like, did you?
No.
Actually, now that I think about it, all the fucking guys who were not nice to me, I don't think I brought any of that into my new relationship.
No.
I just think I see every single new relationship as a new relationship, and this is what I'm building with this person. Now, if you broke my trust, then I don't trust you anymore.
Right.
But my new person, I'm getting to know that person who has a completely different personality. I'm a different person when I'm getting together with this person and meeting them and getting to know them. And the circumstances are just different. So I just feel like I couldn't trust you. Like, you fucked up and you hurt me. But every person is different. Yeah.
I think it's obviously a normal way to think. Like, I know a lot of people.
I think a lot of people do bring.
They do. They create that pattern, and like no judging, no judgment over here. So I do think it's very normal. But for me, like, for example, cheating, that has all to do with that person and nothing to do with me. Like, I'm sure fucking Adriana Lima has been cheated on before, you know? It's not because she's not the hottest woman on planet Earth. It's just because that person is a fucking asshole who cheated on her.
Yeah, I think they're fucking assholes. Also, I will say that, like, depends how the cheating goes. Like, I think it has to do a lot with the relationship too.
Oh, for me, like
there has to be something sort of lacking on both sides.
Well, I'll say this. I think in my past relationship, the one that I was cheated on, like, I let the guy do so much stuff that he shouldn't have been doing, you know? So it's my fault.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I allowed this behavior to the point where it got to that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when people cheat, like, I don't want to say it's just one person's fault.
Yeah.
I know
that's controversial. That's
maybe
a hot take.
Tough to say.
No, but I agree.
But like, even when I'm obviously not married and I have no experience in that, but I just feel like leading up to that, there must have been something off.
Yeah.
In your relationship.
For me, there was. Was there for you?
Well, like I said, we were just getting started. Early, It was really like, you know what I mean? It was really early on. It was just like not fucking meant to be, you know? But I feel like something's off. Like, either you're not connecting in some way, or maybe you're bickering a lot. I don't even want to say like lack of having sex or something. It's just something is off in the relationship. And even like being passive and allowing this to just keep going as the woman or as one person in the relationship, like, I don't know, you both have to be working on it. Yeah. And then it's like, maybe the other person, it builds up and it happens and they cheat, and it could just be a physical thing, but it also, like, maybe they have an emotional detachment. Like, maybe you guys haven't like been so like emotionally intimate. So I don't know. I think there's so many things that I think it's like both. A relationship is a two-way street. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like one person doesn't fall out of love just out of shits and gigs. Yeah. And do something stupid out of shits and gigs. So I don't know. That's why relationships are, you know, they're a constant work and you have to be doing it. But I think when people cheat, I mean, maybe sometimes they are just assholes and they do it and everything is fine, you know? But I don't know. Sometimes I think it's also... There's something there. Like, there's something you could have seen before the cheating happened. Yeah. I kind of agree with that, honestly. Like, in every circumstance that I, like, know of or have been a part of, there's definitely, like, something that happened before the cheating that, you know... That led to it. Yeah, or, like, things that you, like... you either allowed or missed as a person. Yeah. And then like once you're reflecting, like after they cheat and you're like, how could they do that? You're like, wait, but they also did this, and this. So yeah, you know, and I allowed it. Right. Or whatever. Everything is a little different. Yeah. Damn. How do we get to cheating? Past trauma. Oh, the past trauma. Yeah. Right. So yeah, I guess people build these patterns and bring it into their new relationships. I haven't really done that. I like compartmentalize all of my relationships, so I feel like each person is like a different like pillar version and like chapter of my life, and I just haven't brought any of that I don't think to at least my current relationship.
Yeah, no, I don't either. But I also like I said before, my current partner like makes me feel so loved and so safe. So like I don't feel the need to bring up all this other stuff that another person did to me. You know, like it's not the same relationship, like as we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes for any relationship. Even when a friend like I don't want to say cheats on you, but like breaks your trust or is mean. Like I don't think I brought that into other friendships either.
No, I don't think so either.
I think you have to be secure in the relationship and, you know.
Yeah. I do want to go back to friends being friends with your exes because I wanted to say, like, I just really do think it depends on what stage of your life you're in. Like, if you're an adult, like, if I were to start dating somebody now and then we broke up and my friends were still friends with them, I just don't know how that would go because like we're adults, you know. Like I think in college I understood why my friends still wanted to like hang out or be around that person because we were in a friend group. But it still hurt me.
I think what you're saying is like since we're adults, like we don't have to see each other, so like why are you making efforts to see my ex?
Yeah.
I don't think I would make an effort to see your ex.
Yeah.
I don't think our friends have to. Unless he's like still friends with like, what if he's still friends with Ricky and they play golf? And they see each other.
I mean, that's not you.
Right. And then I see him one day. It's like, hey, whatever. You know what I mean? Unless it's something like that. But I don't think I would ever go out of my way. Like, hey, let's go out to dinner. Let's catch up. Like, there's no need.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And it's like sad, but that's life, you know?
Yeah, no, it's just tough.
And you have to just like kind of know, like 10 out of 10 times, hopefully you're going to choose like your friend over the guy that you dated. Like even if he is a great guy or girl or whatever.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, if you're a good friend.
Yeah. So it's just like, sometimes even if you're like, oh, but this person's so nice and blah, blah, blah. But like, okay, does he mean more to you than your best friend does? Like, no. So it's just life.
No. For your close friends, I think that you don't need to be best friends with their ex. Absolutely not. There's no need to.
Yeah.
No. So
now that we've talked about cheating exes, how do you know when your current partner is the one? First of all, I would just like to say to all of our girls who are dating out there, I think that, you know, this isn't to boast or be a weirdo, but I think me and Gio have we're both in separate amazing relationships.
We have an amazing relationship.
We also have an amazing relationship. But like people always say, and it's like a literal joke, like if he wanted to, he would. But like if he wanted to, he would. Like I think both of our boyfriends go to the ends of the earth to like make us feel special and do things for us.
They do.
And like there's guys out there that will do the same thing for you. Like don't date a guy who's like, when we hanging, like shut the fuck up, buddy. Like, you know.
Also, but like I feel like I'm not very passive. Like I sort of like, how do I say this? Like if you ask me that, I'm like, no. You know what I mean? Like I'm very also like upfront and I tell you, and I like also direction it, I want to say. And then he is like that. Of course he wants to, but like I also tell him like, you know what I mean? So he would never even say something like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're in a relationship. I hope he's not like when we hang.
I don't know if that really makes sense, but
wait, what do you mean?
No,
I'm confused now.
Sense.
Do you mean like when you first started dating?
Yeah, like I don't even let that shit sort of slide. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah,
like,
that's my point.
But that's why like it builds up to the point you're saying like, oh, they do everything to make us happy. But it's like from the beginning, I was never like passive about it and sort of like when we hang and like we're not fucking hanging if you're gonna ask me like that. Like from the beginning, I think it was very like, what's the word? Very
direct.
Yeah, very direct.
Yeah, me too.
And like this isn't work. You know, like literally, like don't like this kind of behavior isn't gonna slide.
Yeah, no, I literally saw my boyfriend at a friend's house and the next day he's like, we're going on a date he like FaceTimed me and I was like, what the fuck is this kid doing FaceTiming me? We just like saw each other yesterday for the first time in like so long, like we weren't friends before. And I was like, oh my God, like what the hell? This is like very intense.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and I picked up and he's like, we're going on a date like this day, this time, blah, 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 blah.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, literally no one has ever treated me like this before, you know?
But if he was like, hey, when we hanging, you're already gonna be like, we're not starting off like
at that point I would have been like, fuck off. Yeah.
And even like after that, like as little things happen, it's like, you know what I mean? Like you sort of like, I don't want to say control the situation, but like the way you respond to it also like leads up to how they not react to you, how they treat you.
Yeah, what are you allowing?
Exactly. And it's like now, of course, it's great, but I feel like leading up to it, we've been very like, what do we allow, what do we not allow, what kind of behavior do we allow, like how do we allow them to speak to us and stuff like that. So we've gotten to this point.
Yeah.
So how do you know he's the one? I think that,
well, neither of us are married or engaged.
you have to wait and find out.
But I think that you could know, like, can you see a future with this person? Are they ambitious? Do they have the potential to like raise kids with you and support you for the rest of your life? Like, how are they in hard situations? I don't know. But
I think you need to look at your values too, and what you really want. Like when you're really getting into a relationship, like what do you really want, and know that. And what do you sort of want? I know it's a big question, but like what do you want out of life? You know what I mean? And it's like, if you're really considering, I'm saying like to know he's the one. If you're really considering being with this person, what do you want your ideal relationship to look like? And then see if your true values align with his. Because if I'm thinking of this because also I have people telling me like, oh, you know, like make sure they make a lot of money. Okay, maybe that's what you want out of life. I have people. And it's like, maybe that's what you want out of life, but is that what I want out of life? Do I just want him to make a lot of money, be working a lot? I don't know. So just make sure that you're asking yourself that question and you're very clear with what you want, so that nobody else's opinions get in the way, because that's beautiful. That's what they want out of their life. But like, is that what I want? And make sure and then align.
There's just a pro and con to everything. And like girls say like, I want a guy who's a billionaire. Okay, do you know that to be a billionaire, you need to be working all day, every single day, night, Saturday, Sunday, and you're not going to have as much quality time with that person as maybe you want. Or especially like, imagine dating an athlete, spending Christmas.
I don't think I would ever be able to date an athlete. Like,
you would not.
I cannot stand that schedule.
Yeah, like you have to spend Christmas at an NBA arena watching them play. I mean, it sounds really fun in theory, but also you have kids, and then your kids don't have a regular Christmas. Yeah, and of course there's such a pro, and if you love that person, you're gonna make it work. Obviously, like anything in life.
It's like Jorgina and Ronaldo. Like he's always traveling.
Yeah, I mean anyone, but so. It's just like, okay, or do you want someone who you can spend a lot of quality time with, but they're not going to be a billionaire, whatever. Like, of course, there's a balance in life for everything, but I just think a lot of girls say like, well, he needs to do this and this and this and this. And it's like, do you understand what it takes to be all of those things? One, they're never going to be all of those things. So get that through your skull now. And two, think about the cons of all of those things in your head that you're dreaming about. And like when you're like, I want a guy who's like going to be a man and stand up for me. It's funny because my family's obviously Latin, and the things that like I wear sometimes, like if I dated a Latin man who's like super manly and super this and super that, he'd be like, you're not fucking wearing that, go change. And I would never be with a man that told me to go fucking change my outfit. I'd rather die than go change my outfit for a guy. So it's the same thing. Oh, then I don't want a guy who's too sensitive because he cries about this. Oh, but then maybe he can really support you in really hard times and know what to say in those hard times. So
it's so much like juggling, because also it's like, okay, cool, you have a billionaire, but then like, what if he has a gambling problem, or he loves strippers, or like, you know what I mean? Like there's so many other things that I'm like, that can come along with it, or he's traveling a lot, and then maybe
he's
like,
working, and then he cheats on you, and then he has another family.
And then it's like, it also depends on the person's personality. So when we're defining if he's the one, you need to look at this person, and we're talking about one person, right? Not just in general. So it's like, I know that Ricky will never cheat on me. I just know that he won't. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to look at it as a whole and be like, are you willing to take that? Is that the route you want to go down? So you have to really be clear with like, what do I want my life to look like? Do I want the dad, my husband, or whatever to be traveling all the time? Am I okay with that? If you are, super chill. If you don't, then maybe you're gonna, you know what I mean? And then you have to balance it out. But you really need to think of what you want, and then see that your values align with his. Because if not, it's not going to work. Especially like if we're only growing and changing as we get older. I just don't even know how people stay together for 30 years when you're constantly changing your personalities and going through a bunch of life experiences. Yeah. So if that's like it's like inevitable. Like you're going to change. Your partner's going to change. And hopefully you're not growing apart, and hopefully you're growing together. And the only thing that's going to tie that together is having those basic shared values. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I agree.
So to know he's the one, or to consider he's the one, you got to make sure that you're aligned with that. Because if not, I think it's only like I don't want to say recipe for disaster, but like a recipe for like, for something to not maybe go as planned.
Right. And I think like also we talked about this the other day because I heard Michelle Obama talk about it on Jay Shetty, and she was like, she's like, yeah, me and Barack have been together for like 31 years or something.
Years, yeah.
And she's like, but people don't know that like 10 of those years weren't good. Like, yeah, maybe like 1 year here, 2 years there, like, or not, maybe not a full year in a row, but you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be perfect. And that's the reality. Like, that's just how it's going to be in any relationship. And something that I've learned and accepted is that your partner isn't everything for you. Like, I'm not going to sit with my partner and talk about astrology and spiritual healing and how I had this like sign today. I mean, he would listen and he would be like, oh, cool, baby, like whatever. But I can talk to my girlfriends about certain things for hours and go for them to different types of love and support that I wouldn't go to him for. And I would also go to him for things I wouldn't go to them for.
Of course.
You know? So you have to know what your partner is there for. I think they should be there for, essentially everything, and they can support you in any way, but at the end of the day, if you need that extra like talk or support or love in a different way, like you have those other people you can get it from. I have my family, I have my best friends,
you do,
and it's going to be different coming from them than from him.
But that's why it's like, if spirituality and astrology is so important to you that you'd want to connect with him in that way, then maybe you'd want to find someone who also connects with you like that. But obviously it's not a priority in a relationship, and you can talk about it with me or with a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
But that's why it's just so good to have it clear. What do you want out of this relationship?
And for me, like my partner, these are my priorities in my relationship, because I genuinely think I have like the best relationship. It's somebody who's going to make me laugh all the time. Somebody who makes me feel like cared for and loved, and who will like cook for me if I don't feel good, or cook for me if I do feel good. But just like you're spending the majority of your time with this person, like I better be laughing and I better be eating with you, I guess. Like, those are just like, those are things that like make me feel loved, and somebody that wants to show their love in that way, like making me happy and joyful and cheerful and laughing and fed, I guess. But
yeah, listen, it's a dance. It's like, it's a dance.
It's a salsa.
It's a salsa dance. And I don't know if it's like boom, love at first sight and struck and like he's the one and boom, you know what I mean?
Maybe it is for someone. It was not like that for me.
Unless you were like a crazy like soulmate, and it's like from a past life crazy connection and so much passion too, which is also not that sustainable. But yeah, I think it's really hard to just like feel that. So it's a culmination of many things, and this person's like your partner, right? And then if you're gonna decide to have a life with them for real in the future, get married, like, then just make sure you're all aligned, and y'all are best friends in it together.
I heard that you like should be able to go to war with your partner. So I asked my boyfriend that the other day, and I was like, do you think we could go to war together? And he's like, you're a little bit of a scaredy cat. I was like, he's like, but I'd protect you. I'm like, aww. So what do I do for you? But yeah,
go to war together. Maybe like an emotional war. I think I can handle that. I don't know about physical.
No, not like out here in Afghanistan. I am a pussy.
Yeah, fuck that. Okay, cool, you guys. Well, that was our little Valentine's Day episode, talking about love, exes, cheating, all that good stuff,
marriage.
No, for real. And if you're single ladies, take yourselves out, do a little Valentine's Day. Always fun. It's on Wednesday today. Actually, I'm not gonna do anything.
Well, you're gonna be on a plane.
Exactly.
So Valentine's Day is overrated.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to dinner.
Oh,
I think. I don't really know the plan. So apparently we're going to dinner.
Cute.
Hopefully we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, you guys.
All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know your thoughts as always. And ciao, bye.
Ciao, bye.